Hello, hello, hello. Hi, you guys. How are you? I have to say that, this broadcast on both Facebook and YouTube, if you want to know where the party is before Live at the Loom, it is here on YouTube. Come on over. The gang gets here early and they all chat. It's amazing. Hello, my early bird tailgaters. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. Live at the Loom, tailgaters. Whoever's manning the grill, I would like a burger, please. Hello, how are you? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Yes, indeed, friends. Hi. Okay, so here's my early crew. Carrie, hanging in from Spain. Gemma is on. Gemma, we're so happy to hear good news about your son. We're so glad. Yes. Ernie is working on some coffee. Alex, I don't know if you know this, but Alex Madison is a flight attendant. So she's like, my passengers look at the benefit of my Zen being from enjoying some Live at the Loom ahead of time. Shannon was on early. Let's see. Yes, who else was here? You guys, so much fun. And then, of course, my fabulous YouTube folks come, or my Facebook folks come in. Hello, Ellen. How are you? Yes. Uh-oh. Lori from the Netherlands. Lori, you're so smart. Lori has yeah. I see. I have to refer to my cheat sheet. Thank you, Lori, for saving me a step. Thank you. Hi, Lori from Netherlands. That's amazing. And Maureen's on in Kalamazoo. Yay. Maureen, did you have bad weather yesterday? I always chuckled that I have certain people that hop on that are in my area, and I'm always like, how is the weather for you? Yes. Hi, Christine G. And Sherry's on. Hi, my friend Sherry from Des Moines, glamorous Des Moines, Iowa. And Sam's on and Laura's on. Woohoo! See, we love that. That is amazing. Hi, you guys. How are you? Tell me how things are in your corner of the world. It's been busy around here, as you can probably tell, because all of you are such wonderful members of my community. You know that the doors are now open for the Dress Your Loom course. So I've been doing promotion all this week and a little bit of last week, and the doors are closing today at 5 p.m. So if you have any last minute questions, you guys just hop in and let me know, and I'll be happy to help them. But let me just tell you, I'm tired. Promoting the course has been amazing, and I at this point, you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, let's just do it. Let's just get it started. My class is shaping up to be amazing. If any of you are part of the July 2023 class, give me a little heads up, a little I'm in kind of thing, because I'm so excited to walk everybody through the course, and it'll all officially start on Monday, but the doors close today. So as you can imagine, I have been a little frantic. I've been a little, chicken with my head cut off, kind of. It's been busy around here. There's a lot of moving parts, let's just say. Yeah. Okay, so Maureen chimed in Kalamazoo. She said she had rain. There was a tornado warning east of us. Yeah. We had lots of, I'm in the Chicagoland area, and I'm at the bottom of Lake Michigan. And there were quite a few places in Chicago in the suburbs that had like legit tornado warnings and sightings and all of that stuff. So I hope everyone was safe and everyone's doing okay today. Hello, Connie Peterson. Hello. Oh, Carrie says, I've been living in the pool and afternoon napping. That sounds like the life that I want to lead right there, Carrie. Let's see. Sam, half inch of rain last night. Yeah, right? Hello, Tamsin. She says, hola. Okay, so because we had some crazy weather. Hello, Dawn Miller from Nova Scotia. I love my Canadians. Because we had some crazy weather last night, and we were never really in danger of having tornadoes here. However, we had a little bit of wind come through, and let me just tell you that I have figured out the cap for how tall my peas can grow before they start to lean over, before they start to tip. When I came out this morning, all the peas are like, well, not all of them, but some of the taller ones are like leaning over. They're like, okay. So I was playing the gardening doctor today, and roping everybody up in place so they can keep upright. That is the goal, right? We all just want to stay upright, right? We're getting deep here on live at the Loom. See, okay, so Ernie and Lori, I love this. They're talking about, being in the Netherlands, visiting each other. That's amazing. I love that. Connie says the weather's mild, but getting hotter this weekend. I believe that. Yes, right. And Gemma is in Switzerland. Storms, yeah, crazy. Yes, we have had some pretty wild weather here too. What is it? Chicago. Whoever's in Chicagoland area, maybe Ellen can help us out there. Is that what is it? They got the average monthly rain amount by like July 5th, like done and done. And I feel like the summer's mostly been pretty dry, but weather. We can always talk about the weather. So tell me what's happening with you. How are your projects, my friends? What is happening? I made some progress. I'll be honest. I was really hoping that we could cut off the project today, and I just didn't quite make it. I got another 10 inches to go, and it was so close, and it's just not gonna happen. So we're just gonna weave some more today. Hi, Mirani. Greetings and salutations. So formal. I love that. Yeah, there we go. Lori and Ernie, I will hook you guys up. We'll find some way to connect you. I love that. We're making international connections here on Live at the Loom. Why not? Yeah. We'll talk to Alex about making sure that you can get on a flight that she's on. I don't know. Alex, do you do international? I don't know if she's yeah. She can let us know. So yes, tell me about your projects. What is happening? How was this week? Did you have a chance to throw a shuttle? Did you start a project? Did you finish a project? How is it going? Give me the update. Just bring it on. I'm so excited to hear because believe me, I've been in my own little shell of the Dress Your Loom promotion this week. So I'm so happy to hear about all my creative people here doing good stuff. All right, Tamison says, finally weaving my rag rug. Yay! Been planning this project for years. I'm happy to say it's better than I expected. Tamison, that is incredible. A round of applause for Tamison. That is amazing, my friend, because it just doesn't always happen that way, right? And to have anticipated this project for so long, to have it go better than expected. I'm so happy for you, my friend. That's incredible. Yay, you. Yay, Tamison. Sam says making a bunch of rose path placemats using different tie-ups and treadlings. Okay, Sam, are you enjoying that? Okay, there's something really fun once you get into, you thread your heddles a certain way, and then you just play with the tie-ups, and you play with, what order you want to put things in. And then the patterns can go all kinds of variations. So let us know how you're enjoying that, Sam. That sounds awesome. Rose Path is very pretty. That's a good one. Here's Ellen. Finished and posted the last shawls. Ready to start a more colorful set. This was the real, like the neutral one, wasn't it, Ellen? Remind us which this last set of shawls was, because I know you've been doing some different things there. Ellen has her art fair season starts very soon, so we're excited to support her as she sets up her tent and does her thing. Here's Ernie. Yesterday bought tickets for Celtic Colors in October. Are you new? Oh, see, this is a note for Dawn. I love this. You guys are talking to each other. That's brilliant. Dawn from Nova Scotia. See, Ernie's traveling all over the place. He tends to know everybody, which is awesome. Ernie, come to Chicago. Would you just make a trip? Just come up here. We have camping. Just come on over and we'll connect. That'd be amazing. Here's Sue Ann. Just starting on the first end of hem stitching for a chenille scarf. Okay. Sue Ann, let's talk about chenille for just a moment. Tell me this. Did you use chenille in the warp and the weft or just one? Because I have limited amount of experience with chenille, but when I used it in the warp, I did not enjoy it. I think it was a rayon chenille. I don't think it was a cotton chenille. So give us your 2 cents on chenille. We're very curious. Alex says Southwest, no international except for my own vacation. I like it. We'll coordinate something. We'll have a Live at the Loom tour over to visit some of our friends. We can visit Carrie and Gemma and Lori, and we'll just make like a whole tour. I'm pretty sure we need to have some kind of a Live at the Loom tour anyways, right? Even if we just do it in the States to start with. What do you think? Let me know if I can come to your house and see your loom, and we'll broadcast Live at the Loom from your house. What do you think? We'll test that. We'll test that theory. You let me know if you're in. Carrie says, still playing, formally learning twill. Fabulous. Gonna be working on my new 16 harness Ashford 32-inch table loom. Okay, that is impressive, my friend Carrie. A 32-inch 16 harness table loom. That's a beast. That is, you can do everything you want on that thing. That is for sure. I love that you're learning twill though, because twill is just, boy, you could do twill for your whole entire life and just enjoy every bit of it. I love some twill. Carrie, let us know how it's going, because I am I'm excited. I'm excited about that. See, Lori is like giving Tamison cheers. Yay. Shannon just wove her second towel of 7. I love that. So you have 5 more to go, Shannon. Is that how we understand that? That's awesome. Good for you. What is the pattern you're using? Shannon, let us know what you're exploring there. Okay, Gemma says she had finished the second towel right before she went to surgery for her son. I don't know if you guys caught this, but Gemma last week was sharing with us that she had some medical stuff to her son. And Gemma, he's doing well. Give us a report. Let us know that he's doing okay, because we're thinking about you for sure. That all sounds kind of scary. So we want to give you lots of love, send you lots of support. So let us know how we can help with that. Let's see. Okay, Alex says my piece came off the loom and now I'm doing finishing work. I love that, Alex. What kind of are you doing? Some hems, some fringe? What's involved in your finishing work there, Alex? Let's see. Oh, hi, Loyan. Working on rigid heddle double weave. Ooh, but haven't touched it in a while. Life happens, I understand. Okay. I've heard people do double weave on rigid heddle, and that always sounds complicated to me. Loyan, let me know if that's been fun or challenging, or that sounds tough. That sounds tough. Yeah. Sam says it's been a lot of fun. Oh, good. All our different weft colors too. Oh, that's fun when you're constantly changing. So then the pattern and the whole fabric looks different. Oh, May's on. Hi, May. Still stash busting with my samplet. I love that. You and me both, May. This is my whole project on the loom is all a bit about using up the stash. That's awesome. Lori is warping today. I love that. That is a great place to be, my friend, warping a loom. It doesn't get much better than that, honestly. Hi, Maureen inherited a bunch of yarn from a friend who decided weaving wasn't for her. It happens. Lots of wool, something I never used. Ooh, Maureen, that's going to be really interesting. Wool is a whole different beast, isn't it? You'll have to keep us posted on how that goes. So Dawn and Ernie are making plans in Nova Scotia. That's brilliant. Ernie is just like mapping out his vacations for like the next year. This is awesome. Marini has been tatting the edging of a hand woven linen table runner. Let me think about that. Linen table runner, and you're tatting it. Okay, so tatting is with all the tiny little knots, correct, Marini? Correct me if I'm wrong. I have heard of tatting. I've never explored some tatting. It sounds like that could be. I always think of tatting as being such a great, like, cool, like historic kind of craft, which is awesome. We love that. Connie's just finishing the end of a simple twill warp and made a sweet little washcloth. Oh, Connie, were you the one we were talking about washcloths last week or a couple weeks ago? We had a whole discussion about washcloths. Let me know if you're enjoying that. I have done them once and I was like, nope, it's not so much. Okay, Sue Ann is the one working with the chenille, working with rayon and the warp and the weft. And that, hopefully that worked out really well for you, Sue Ann, because for me, I was like, no, I don't think so. That was not, that's part of what you learn as a weaver, right? You learn what you like, what you don't like, and what you're going to do going forward. Here's Christine, starting an overshot runner for Christmas. Look at you. It is July. Okay, I'm so proud of you. Anyone who can start on holiday stuff in the summer you get a big old gold star. She says, not as excited as I was in the planning. Feels like one off to muscle through. But really, how good is my life if this is my challenge? Amen, Christine. This is first world problems, isn't it? This is, you're like, okay, if this is the hardest part of my day, muscling through an overshot, it's okay. By the way, Christine, keep in mind, you can tweak the pattern. If the pattern for whatever reason isn't, like we talked about before, by just changing your tie-ups or the treadling, I give you full permission to change it, even on the fly, even in the middle. It is hand woven, right? So whatever you need to do to kind of keep yourself engaged, you got this. Ernie is coming this way. Ernie, that is fantastic. Please let me know when you'll be here, because as other people can attest, as Carrie can attest, I will meet you wherever. Just come on over. Yes, I would absolutely love that. Dawn says, I lost my brain a couple nights ago and I lost my warp cross. Oh, sweetie. So that's how things are going. Maybe I should just be working on a tour de fleece for this month. Oh, Dawn, it happens, right? There are times when you're like, I don't know, there was a shift in the universe and I forgot what the heck I was doing. Yes. Oh, my friend, be kind to yourself, and hopefully you can, you can put it on hold. You can also pause. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Gemma's in, right? Oh, I love some fondue. Count me in. Okay. So everyone, I was gonna say road trip to Switzerland. That's not really. We'll fly. We'll grab Alex and we'll just fly right over there. That would be good. There we go. Ellen is in favor. Live in the U.S. tour. She's like, yep, live in the Loom. U.S. tour. I just see. I think I mentioned it before, but I think we need to have some kind of band T-shirts, and we'll have all the stops on there and whose Loom we're checking out and where we're going. See, that's so much fun. Yeah. Sherry's like, come on over. What? Yeah, right. Tammy says I might be able to squish you in my microscopic studio. That's all right, Tamison. We could bring our table looms like a coffee shop or something. Maybe there's something we could do there. Alex is absolutely, I'm going to be your driver. I'm taking it to the bank, Alex Madison. You know that you are going to be my driver because I've heard you're the best. Here's Felix working through miniature overshot patterns. Ooh, I didn't get to from the workshop I took at, what is it? The Mid-Atlantic Fiber Association. Is that right? I'm doing snowball now. Okay, that sounds like fun, Felix. How many do you have? How many patterns are part of that workshop, Felix? Carrie says, yeah. Oh, Carrie has her new Loom. She says the beastie. So she woke me up at 4 a.m. to tell her name is Big Bertha. Okay, what else could she be called? Carrie, that is brilliant. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it's a 32-inch 16 shaft table loom. Big Bertha is perfect. May said she used a lot of chenille in her scarves. Don't have issues with it. Brilliant. That is May. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Dawn is otherwise prepping for double weave and waffle weave courses I'm teaching at the end of the month. That's brilliant. Dawn, will you include a link? Where are you teaching and how, if we have anybody in their area, that would be amazing if they could connect with you. Let us know. Okay, Lori's in. Lori's like, she's like, come on. You get to watch the canal, boots behind the loom. Many tourists are here. Take you to the textile museum. Okay, Lori, that sounds incredible. I need to update my passport and just work on it. That just needs to, we'll do it. Alex is hemming and reworking the silk. Oh, would you please send a picture? Yes, I would love that. Well, hi, Lee from Southwest England, who's knitting today. Hello, sweetie. Okay, tell me this, Lee. What time is it for you there? Are you about 6 hours ahead? Is that right? Do I remember from my other UK friends? Shannon has a warp of 7 yards. Ooh, sideways twill and tabby. Oh, I bet that's so cool. It looks like rows of arrows. Okay, that'd be very cool. I like when you have kind of a really like graphic pattern. Do you know what I mean? Where it has this strong kind of, that's so much fun because you just like, okay, I could do this on a loom. I can do this on a loom. I can make fabric with arrows in it. How flippin' cool is that? Connie says, way off topic. You know that we're up for going way off topic. I'm watching a brand new laptop and my old computer. I'm going to get rid of the old laptop and my old desktop and my old tablet. Wow, Connie is cleaning her technology house. That is awesome, Connie. We fully support you there. Loyan says it's fun, actually pretty easy once you get the hang of changing 2 heddles and 2 pickup sticks. This is the double weave on the rigid heddle, isn't it, Loyan? That sounds hard. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a rigid heddle weaver, but that sounds that sounds tricky. Here's Kathy. Kathy is one of my students in the July 2023 Dress Your Loom course. Kathy, I cannot wait. I am so excited you're part of the crew. If anybody else who's on is part of the Dress Your Loom course, I like giddy. I am so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait for us to dive in. It's going to be so good. Here's Sherry. Is anyone doing Cotton Clouds color fade vest class? How cool with Deborah Jarko. I'm warping my loom for it today. All right, you guys chime in. Is anybody else jumping on that bandwagon? We love Jody and the Cotton Clouds family over there. And I know she does a lot with Deborah, which is awesome. Okay, I love those kind of partnerships, right? Where you have someone, who provides yarn like Jody, and then you have a great teacher like Deborah. Amazing. Let us know if you are doing that as well with Sherry, because that sounds awesome. Yeah. Marine's doing some tatting, you guys, done with a shuttle, and it's a knotted lace. That's incredible. Okay. Good. Thank you, Gemma. This is her update from her son who had surgery. Got to go home, bit of a sore throat, Okay, popsicles. There we go. See, this reminds me of when my sister had her tonsils out, and same kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, Alex. Alex is jumping between Facebook and YouTube. Alex and Sherry and I all got to hang out in Iowa when I was there for the conference, which was it was fun. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, Luann has a new loom too. Amazing. New 16 shaft, 24-inch Ashford table loom. Boy, you guys, these are some crazy, like 16 shaft. That is impressive. Very, very, very cool. Let's see. Okay. Connie says she can tap, but hands don't like it. I can understand. I would imagine that takes really fine motor skills. Is it also, do you need some strength in your hands to do that? There we go. Gemma says, in the studio, I have a small runner on my rigid heddle in Christmas colors. Wow. Okay. I am so impressed with all of my community people who are doing holiday stuff already. That's very impressive. You know what a stretch it was when I was doing the holiday colors. And I was like, I don't know. This doesn't feel right. It's too warm to, yeah. So kudos to all of you. May says, if I use chenille in the warp, I put it in the slots and alternate it with bamboo. Oh, May, that's a great tip. Did you guys catch this? May was doing some stuff with chenille, and she said that she alternates it with another yarn. I bet that would have helped when I did it, May. Thank you for that tip, because I had trouble. I kept stripping the yarns as they went through the heddles. The eye of the heddles, kept stripping it. Oof, it was not fun. There we go. Christine says she likes planning, dressing, and fishing, but the middle part boring. Like throwing the shuttle, Carrie just doesn't. I'm sorry, this is from Carrie. Just doesn't do it for you. Just that whole magical tossing the shuttle. You're like, whatever, someone else can do that. Okay, fair enough. Ernie is all about, I know, we are cooking with gas today, aren't we? Everyone, you guys are doing such great things. Yeah. There we go. See, Alex is in for any kind of trip. I know you are. I love that about you. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to dress Ilya with a Christmas towel set. Remind us which loom is Ilya. Okay. Oh, Sandra's here. Good morning from Edmonton, Alberta. Hello, Sandra. Just purchased a sectional beam and a tension box. I hate warping, but I love weaving, so this might help. I refuse to give up. Sandra, it sounds like you are doing some good things, trying some other techniques, approaches, because we can't have you give up. No. Weaving is awesome. We got to keep you. Yes. See, Lori is like, Netherlands, Switzerland, the UK, Spain. I have a whole trip taking shape right now. May says, heard a great talk by Deborah Jarko on the subject of weaving with chenille. Oh, I should look that up probably. What I've kind of decided is I've worked with chenille before, and then I just kept it in the weft. That was kind of my solution for this, was that I just put something else in the warp, and you still get the effect of the great kind of fuzzy squishiness. I know that's not a term, but the squishiness of the chenille, then that's always one way that you can work that out, is move the position of your yarn. If you have trouble, if it's not great in one, if it's not great in the warp, you can always put it in the weft, of course. Okay, Felix did this little overshot. Was a mini overshot, you said, I think. 14 patterns. Wow, it's a round robin. Okay, that's really fun. Felix, we'll have to make sure we have a way for you to send some pictures to us when you really get trucking there. Oh, Gemma says that she has a wool processing plant near her. Okay, it sounds like a done deal, Gemma. We're gonna figure that out. Okay, Lee is in. Did you say the UK, Lee? She says nearly 4 p.m. So about 6 hours ahead. Okay, I wasn't too far off. There we go. Tammy says Herlin was also named Big Bertha. 60-inch wide. That's legit. That is, yes. Let's see. Okay. See, we're making connections right up to center. Dawn and Sandra, they can hook up when they're in Alberta, Edmonton. Yes. That is awesome. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Scott in Atlanta is on. Scott, how hot is it in Atlanta today? I always think July in Atlanta is probably, no joke, that is probably pretty serious. Yes. Gemma says she's in Vancouver, Canada. Oh, how wonderful. Vancouver is lovely. I have some family there in Vancouver. So, okay, Gemma, if you happen to make a detour through Chicago, you let me know. Sam says I'm getting shaft envy. Oh, my friend Sam. It's you know, Sam did was it the waffle weave? Was it the waffle weave weave along that you did, Sam? And Sam's like, oh, now I have to get a new loom. I understand. Yes. Okay. See, you guys, I love all the connections we're making here. Okay. So Tammy says just tatting as well, but working on bobbin lace bookmarks. Okay. How is bobbin lace different from tatting? Someone clue me in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, look at you guys. I love this. All of the connections. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? This color fade vest. I'm very curious about this. Alex and Sherry, you'll have to keep me posted how it goes. First of all, I love the idea of making a vest. But I love that idea of tell me this, ladies, is it all hand woven on the front and the back, or is it just like a front and then you put some kind of a complementary fabric on the back? I don't have to look this up now. Yeah. There we go. Connie says, Illy is my baby wolf, my favorite of all 6 looms. Okay, I love that you guys name your looms. I haven't named mine, and I've had them for forever. Maybe we need to have some kind of a contest to name my looms. What do you think? Because you're a very creative group. I am guessing you come up with something really good. I'll post a couple pictures of my looms, and you guys can name them for me. How's that? Oh, yeah. Okay, Scott in Atlanta says in the 90s this week. Gross humidity. I believe that, my friend. Yes. Here we go. Sue Ann says my baby wolf is named Sunshine. We're especially nice during the long gray Seattle winters. Yes. Mm-hmm. Today is typical June through October weather, sunny and high of 79. Okay, that sounds beautiful, Sue Ann. That sounds like yes. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ellen is doing the color fade vest and class. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll make a note. And next Thursday when we get together, I'll ask about how it's going, specifically for the Deborah Jarko color fade vest class. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, let's see. Okay, Tamison names hers Mac, Lewis, and Harris. I like that. Connie says your new looms will name themselves if you listen. Other people cannot name them for you. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting philosophy, Connie. Yeah. Sherry says the vest is all woven on a rigid head loom using one warp. Okay. Deborah's going to give us tips on putting it together. The pattern is her new book. Oh, how cool. That is awesome. Hey, Sherry, do me a favor. If you have access to her, a link for her new book, let's share it here in the chat. So if anyone else is like, hey, I want to do a vest on a rigid head loom, let's do that. I think it's so good that we can just kind of share all the information. Okay, Tamison agrees that I can't have other people name my stuff. All right, I'll think about that, ladies. I'll think about that. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Wow, guys, this is so much fun. I love hearing how things are going, how your projects are, what's happening in your corner of the world, how we can kind of connect and share the love. That's what it's all about, right? Gemma says her countermarch loom needs a good, strong name. Okay. All right. Okay. Carrie also agrees the loom will name itself. Okay, but here's my question, ladies and gentlemen, is that if I've had the loom since approximately 2007 and it hasn't given me a name yet, I'm guessing I'm gonna need some help. That's my theory. You let me know. Okay, so let's you guys act surprised because I know you've seen this project before. Let's weave a little bit, shall we? Just for kicks, just because it is called live at the loom, just because. Now, let me tell you kind of what's happened with the project so far. This is the Monk's Belt project that has gone on for 1,300 weeks now. So, what I've done is little by little, I have been changing the mix of colors in my weft. See, my current mix is like 2 golds, and I kept this kind of a peacock blue. So as I've gone along, though, I keep tweaking what's in the, this is, for Monk's Belt, you have 2 shuttles, 2 wefts. So you have one that's supposed to be nice and supposed to cover a lot of ground. And then you have one that's kind of, this is like the pattern. Words are hard. So this is supposed to be the pattern weft, which is kind of the glamorous one. And then this is the background weft, which is just plain weave in the behind the scenes. Now, what I've also done is played with the background weft. I'm using a gold now, but for a while I was using a much darker color, and it gives it a really interesting, I can't wait to take it off. I'm so sad that we're not doing that today, but very, very soon. Maybe what I'll do is I'll either wait for next week, or I'll make a video when I cut it off so you can all see the process as it comes off the loom, because it's gonna be really interesting, all the different variations of colors in the background and in the pattern. Is going to be really fun. And I forget who mentioned it earlier, but this is also kind of a stash buster for me. Now, what that means in this case is that when I see all my crazy colors, when I went to go create the warp for this, I went into my my collection of 8/4 cotton, which is a carpet warp or rug warp, just an unmercerized cotton. And I took all the little bits, all the little, I don't have anything close to me so I can show you, but it's a tube. It's not a cone. In this case, it's a little tube. And any tube that had like just bare bones on it, I pulled them all out and I stood at the warping board and I just measured. And when I ran out of a color, I grabbed whatever color was next. So I have lots of empty tubes now, which is so fun. And it's so satisfying, right? When you're like, okay, I'm at the end finally of this tube of yarn. Is all good. So what I've also decided to do is that in the weft yarns, my two weft yarns here, I've just tried to use up anything else that's kind of, I don't have a lot left, or like part of the reason I did the yellow and the golds, which this is my little, it's not a secret. However, part of the reason I did the yellow and the gold is I had a lot of it. I mean, I was hoping it would look good with the whole project, but sometimes it's just not more glamorous than that. Sometimes you look at your collection, you're like, oh, I have a lot of this color. That's what I'll use. There's no deep thoughts about exactly what is going to work in this color scheme. No. I had a lot of yellow and gold. Therefore, I put it in the shuttle and off we went. That's how it went. Do you guys ever do that? Do you make decisions based on, like very unglamorous things? You're like, okay, that's what I have. I'm going to use it. Great. Let's use it. So let me show you where I am here. So like I said, there's always two shuttles for Monk's Belt. Monk's Belt is a great kind of entry level if you ever want to dip your toe in to try like overshot, because it's a simpler pattern. It's easier to keep straight of where you are. It's easier to thread, all the things. However, you have a lot of the same moving parts as you would for overshot, because you still have two wefts you're dealing with. You still have floating selvages. Like there's a lot of similarities when you're looking at the two patterns. So if you're thinking, I want to try something that demands two shuttles, Monk's Belt's a nice, easy way to do it. And it has this great kind of geometric kind of feel to it, which I kind of enjoy. It's not for everyone, I understand. However, here's what it looks like. So when I have two shuttles, I always make sure that I do kind of follow the leader. So one shuttle always goes first, always. It's easier to keep track in my head. So here's how it goes. I forward it. You should have seen me. I had like 6 minutes left before Live with Loom was supposed to start. I'm like, how much can I do in 6 minutes? I tried really hard to get to the end. I'm just not there yet. Not quite. So of course I'm forwarding it at the last minute. It happens. It's life. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to start with the background shuttle. That's what I like to start with. Whichever one you want to do first, just do it consistently. That's just an easy way not to have to. You have a lot of moving parts here, so you want to keep it just a little bit simpler. So here we go. The reason you have floating selvages isn't necessarily because you have the tabby or the plain weave. It's really about the pattern over top, because for this pattern I have to, the pattern weft is gonna go over the same shafts and we lifted over and over again. Okay, I need to talk less and weave more. Here we go. Okay, all right, pull that forward. Let's see, where am I here? Let me find, there we go, here we go. By the way, here's a question for you. When you are doing a pattern that has, a few different parts, moving parts, do you tend to put up a little cheat sheet to keep track of where you are? Do you memorize the pattern? What do you do to help yourself as you're trying to keep straight where you're going next? Let me know what your tips are for that. I think I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Anyways, someone had made the comment that they were saying, I'm surprised you haven't, that you've memorized the pattern. And you know what's so funny? What I realized is that I tend to always memorize the pattern, which is so funny. I don't know if it's because my the woman who taught me when I was first learning Tammy Deck, that she typically didn't have a lot of different tools to keep it straight. I don't know if that was it, or if I just like the challenge of memorizing the pattern. I don't know exactly, but I tend to memorize the pattern. Sam says cheat sheet. Yeah. Alex says she's easily distracted, so I have a cheat sheet. Okay, all right. Yeah. Lori says a cheat sheet on Loom. Do you tape it to the beater bar? Sue Ann says absolutely a cheat sheet. Little post-it notes. Oh, post-it notes. That's a nice idea. Yeah, absolutely. So what's interesting with, and what I kind of like about Monk's Belt, boy, words. Yeah. It's been a long week, folks. Okay. What I like about Monk's Belt is that you basically, okay, so here's what you get. When it's time for the pattern shuttle to come through, you have two choices. That's it. You have one or the other. Those are the only options. So in this case, the first choice is shafts 1 and 2. You see from there, 1 and 2. The other choice, you're going to guess it, is 3 and 4. And that's it. So as I'm looking at the pattern, I'm like, okay, well, if it's not one, it's got to be the other, which I kind of like that kind of simplicity. It helps me kind of get into the rhythm, because when you have a more complicated pattern, like it's an interesting, like you have to focus, but to get to that kind of zen, as Alex referred to earlier, that kind of zen state, it's nice to have a couple things in place so that you're not concentrating so hard. You don't get the whole kind of smoke coming out of your ears, which happens for me when I'm doing complicated patterns, right? Here's my other tip for you, is that if you're working on a floor loom, just if you're working on a table loom, you can still kind of do something similar. But if you're working on a floor loom and you have a tabby where you're just going back and forth, I like to give myself some visual cues, or a visual cue, I should say. And let's see the other one. And here's what I like to do. And you let me know if you ever try this or you do it differently. So what I will do, let me finish this. Boy, multitasking is not my strength. Not typically. Okay. So what I'll do is that if I know that I'm like let's say I get up to go get a cup of tea, I come back, which happens all the stinking time. So I sit at the loom and I know that I'm going to start with the background. I know that in this case, I see that the shuttle's on my left side. I know then that I'm going to press the treadle that's on the left. If it's on the other side, on the right side, I'm going to use the treadles on the right. I tend to put my plain weaver tabby treadles on the outside instead of putting them next to each other. Just a tip. Okay, you get the idea. Here, I'm going to lean you in. Hang on. Nobody go crazy. Do you see isn't that pretty? It's getting lighter and lighter. The fabric had some really kind of dark, it had dark moments. That sounds ominous, but it had some moments when the colors were just much darker. But I kind of liked the kind of gold yellow-ish that I started with. So I wanted to work my way back there. There we go. Okay, so see, I love this. You guys are like, I'm all about cheat sheets. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Sue Ann says, if it is complicated, I move a little wonder clip next to the part I am currently weaving. Oh, so you kind of keep track as you're going down the pattern, the draft. Nice. Yeah, Carrie says, definitely cheat sheets. Oh, Gemma says she uses an app. I weave it. Change the color of where I leave off. Nice. Some way to kind of tag where you are. Very nice. Longyan says, my table loom is Big Kate. My spinning wheel is Whirling Dervish. That's a great name. My rigid heddle is Lulu. I love that. That is perfect. Yeah, Connie says, I usually use a clamp to hold, just to kind of keep track of where you are. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Lori. Lori's in favor. She likes the fabric. Thank you. And Dawn says she uses a cheat sheet and probably additional notes in case I get interrupted before I'm done on a repeat, right? That is the key, is that if you, like, even for me, if I, the way the pattern, it's, you either do it in like 2 or you do it in a block of 6. But if I'm in the middle of a block of 6, I'm like, wait, you're just counting furiously all the time. Counting all the time. Yes. Yeah. Felix says, words. Cheat sheet with sticky arrows. Oh, nice. My baby wolf came with a place to clip the sheet. Oh, how lovely is that? That's a great little feature. I also made a mount for my Ashford table loom. How smart are you, Felix? That's so cool. Yeah, yeah. Gemma says she does her plain weave treadles on the outside and the pattern treadles. That's exactly the way I do it, Gemma. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mirani says my spinning wheel is Taz, like the Tasmanian devil, right? I know exactly what you're talking about, Mirani. That's brilliant. Well, hello, Emily. I've named my spinning wheel and loom after my grandmother's. Oh, Frances for my fanny loom. Brilliant. And Lillian for my matchless spinning wheel. That's so sweet. Okay, well, let's see. If I name it after grandmothers, my grandmas were Thelma and Betty. Yes. Matter of fact, my one grandma, Thelma Maud. Wow, you have to have a big personality to be named Thelma Maud, don't you think? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Emily says I'm learning from scratch to do walking the loom, harder but better in the long run. Oh, interesting, Emily. Thank you. Carrie says I understand what you're saying, but I like multi-shuttle projects, so I don't stop until I finish a section. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Carrie, is that you just have intentional places. You're like, I can pause here or here, but that's it. Otherwise, if the phone rings, if the doorbell rings, do people ring doorbells anymore? If I get interrupted, I don't stop until I get to a place. I like that. Yeah. Connie says, Bright Marie is named after my great grandmother in Norway. You guys have such international connections. This is so much fun. Thank you, Emily. I'm glad you're enjoying them. You let me know if you have any questions, of course. I am here to help. Tamsin says, I like my tabby on the outside too. I also like to set up my tie-ups for marching. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you know are you familiar with that kind of idea that Tamsin's talking about? The idea is if you're going to have a repeat as you're pressing on your treadles, is that you set it up such that you just kind of go, 1, 2, 3, like you put it in order of how you need it for the pattern, which is smart. Yeah. Sue Ann's all in favor. Thelma, Maud, and Betty. There we go. Yes. They're kind of that great generation, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I bet Felix will happily let you copy his sticky arrows idea. That is awesome. Yeah, Gemma, get one of those children's advocates to keep track of where I am. Okay. Gemma, I don't know if you remember, but I'll have to show a picture at some point. Is that over 3 moons, Rebecca, she has it set up so that she has, here, let me put this down. I need 2 arms to explain this. Okay, so she will kind of tape, imagine like a string that's taped to the beater bar, and it has numbers on it. So the idea is that you can, as you finish, shaft, whatever you have to lift, whatever, you just move it over. Like she has some kind of system so that you can move it from one side to the other, but they're beads. They're like numbered beads, and there's little breaks where the pattern changes. It's very, very clever. I'll see if I can find a picture for us, because that would be a cool that could be a really helpful technique. Yeah. It's exactly that abacus idea, though, is that when you're done with a pick, you move it over to the other side, and you know exactly where you are then. All right, friends. Ooh, today has been so good. Just as a last reminder, if any of you want to jump into the Dress Your Loom course, all registration ends today at 5. That is, yep. It's all done, 5 o'clock today. And then I'm going to take that amazing group of students, and I'm going to make sure that you got it, that you are comfortable with the dressing loom process from start to finish, and that from then on, you are a fearless weaver. You're like, I can do it all. That is the goal. That is the goal. So heads up for anyone who likes a deadline. 5 o'clock is your deadline if you want to join this class of Dress Your Loom. So other notes, just in case you haven't yet signed up for the weekly love notes. Those, I know the last week or 2 has been a little abnormal, but the regular love notes will kick back in next week. So feel free to sign up for those. And if you're loving all the things and you're like, I would like more, please consider becoming an Acting Creative Insider. You are invited. It is a monthly membership, and everyone gets extra little weaving tips, and you get to see behind the scenes information and bloopers. And we have a very special, once a month, there is a small chat, a Zoom live small chat that happens. It'll be a week from today already. Yeah, it's coming up. So for the top 2 tiers, everyone's qualified to jump in and say hi and show me your projects, and we talk and catch up. It's just amazing. It's a very, very sweet, supportive community. So if you're liking all the things, go ahead and consider taking a look at the Action Creative Insiders. Okay, this has been incredible. You guys have been like on fire today. Amazing. Let me think. Next Thursday, I should be right back here. We will not be weaving Monk's Bell anymore. It is going to be done, my friends. I will promise you this. We'll see. We'll see what I'll be working on instead. It's there'll be something new and different because you've been very patient with me. So thank you. But yes, next Thursday, mark your calendars. Right back here, Thursday at 9:30 Central Time. For my international friends, I'm so sorry, you do the math. But I hope that this week you all have just an amazing week. Do something creative for me, would you? Throw a shuttle, plan a project, pet your yarn, whatever you need to do to have a little moment that you get to express yourself and be creative, because it is good. It's good for you all the way deep down, all the way to your soul. So have a wonderful, fabulous week. All right. And I will see you next Thursday. Happy weaving.